cleaned off my camera, y'all. Let's get it. See if they look better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this in real quick, baby. These guys. These guys.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
See if I can get a run back real quick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Get out of there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a...
And now off to the races, down the right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Fights off the defender. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties, and put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a dump off here complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Come here. Let's go.
Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side.
He ain't got no feet.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Harris.
Oh, no. Come on.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
These two. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Out to, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Please make it make sense.
Quentin Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Please make it make sense.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That swung out wide to Harris.
Come on, bro.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Get out of here.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Out of there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, 73 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
That's insane.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Give me that. Let's go.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
I got to change it. Do I want to do that? Let's see if I can get it over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now a first down carry for Harris. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, 36 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he will He'll slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Trying to get right, bro.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And
that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, give me that again.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not
see this
return.
game up, man. Let's go see this game up. Whatever, man. I got to get up out of that. 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I like that, though.
So there's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 36 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know...
No, sir.
This is
I'm not going to keep doing it.
And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Not going to keep doing that, bro.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'll holler at you. I'll let you, bro. Yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, shoot. Who I'm playing? Green Busy. Green Busy. Bruh. I always play the Green Bay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right.
What?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out. Now look out.
Come on, go get my ball. Go get my ball. Go get
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it. Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Carr on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
boy.
It's a big play there for Vegas. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First down run with Jacobs going to be well read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple. On 2nd and 12, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. On play action, now Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Cobb. And even 50 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Got him in. Open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. From the 10. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, it's Carr. Steps away. He gets it complete to Jackson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Check 52. Let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man. This is Lewis. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, bro.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Give me now. Stop playing now.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
What's right now, bro?
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Forced out to his left. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 26. Four down. Check. Four down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Box it.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
Oh, no.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
That's crazy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy, bro. Pick the ball, dog.
Now Rodgers. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Hey, where y'all going? Alert 3. Shift.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, no, sir.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Get 300. Get 300. 552. Now watch one. Watch one. Inside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I can't believe it. That is insane. That is insane.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
I know him in cover 2.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point.
I need to stop.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
I need to stop.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Stop.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams
78 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Jackson now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Derek Carrier, 66 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 54 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's crazy. Whole game, bro. Whole entire game. Drop passes. Drop interception.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Carr now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Carr to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. The Carr's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Carr again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's crazy, bro.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practice.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers throwing here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now we'll get whistles and signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Yeah, I lost that one. That game started off crazy. I knew what time it was, bro. That game started out real crazy. I already knew what time it was. Get a few more. Of course, somebody go get Lamar. Give me somebody, man. This might be a game. Might be a game right here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had
really
connected.
going on,
Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
Come on now.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Carr now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They go with Jacobs.
Ooh, that was an accident.
Runs
That was
over.
an accident, but I'll take it.
And taking it
That was an
across
accident, but I take
midfield
it.
and inside the 45.
Picked the wrong
The
play.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is dropped.
Man, what is up with these boys dropping the ball
A
like
chance
that, bro?
for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they went for the big play there,
Really,
but
man?
that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Man, come on, dog.
So after the
Like,
incompletion
real.
on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. First down and more for Jackson.
Bro.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson, 34 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go. Gotta make a stop, bro.
Following the
tired of
touchdown,
man
ready to
playing like
kick it
that.
away is Carlson. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Herbert.
Oh, come on.
Over the middle,
Bro,
and it's incomplete.
Pick the ball.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flushed out right. This is swung out to Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shedding the tackle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. They'll drop this one off to Eckler. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Insane, bro. That's insane, bro.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler.
He went backwards. Third down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face a third down. Herbert. Buying time to his left. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on third down.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Come on. Let go.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, 34 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Missed it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, LA. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On the move to his left. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I need it.
133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a play fake. Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running on first down, Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He's got Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Herbert being chased out left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Man, come on, bro.
Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Raiders 28, Chargers 21. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not going to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Carr now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Hey, who crying?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here.
We have to play defense now.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Herbert on first down now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Second down, Jacobs once more. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
Trying to steal my ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Coat on here.
On first down, Jacobs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the
The
game.
last run got 9.
It's
That leaves
in.
him with 2nd and a yard.
49.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front
This might
seven
hurt me in
reacting
the
to the
long run,
football, almost like body blows in
what it
boxing. Slowing them down, and
It
they're
is
really
what
starting
it
to
is.
take over in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and
might
10.
hurt. But it's okay.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This has been an up and down, back
This
and
might
forth type
hurt
of a
me
game,
later.
hasn't it? Maybe this long drive,
Really much.
take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Lights 49. Let's go, baby. Turn up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Going deep here for Allen.
Man,
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
I can't even believe this.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Herbert back to the air. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. On 2nd down, Eckler.
Now room for Eckler. And some room to maneuver.
Look at Lauren, baby.
56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Let's play now.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's play now.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Let's go.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
That was crazy.
Took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. This late in the 4th quarter, a field goal would have given them the lead. Why would they fake it there?
Seems like a really big gamble. Maybe a gamble that'll cost them a game because I'm one that takes the points in that spot. Go ahead, kick the field goal, take the lead, and think that you can win the game.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw his Carr.
Touchdown.
He gets it complete to Jackson.
Get out here the easy way.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that
trying to let you
puts
get
them
up out of here.
But now's when the fun
You
begins, partner, because if you're going to kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Score, buddy.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Out to his left. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That boy, what's it called had? 161. You don't stop that boy, man. 161 Trey had -4. You don't stop that boy, you're gonna have a long game. you. I just lost my win streak. I'm gonna say, bro, I'm on a 4-game win streak. That boy went for a fake field goals to end the game.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13. At the 38.
Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to throw. And he hits Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Running right through him. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
We got something cool to do right here.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running it with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Can I get an intentional
And
ground?
he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. To Connor on the check down. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but
Murray has it knocked down, stumbled. Raiders have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
and it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Come on, bro. Dang.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon God.
Got to be more guys.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Adam dropped way too many.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Adam dropped way too many pieces.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the reception made by Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I don't drop too many like that, man. Let's go.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10 is Connor.
Come on, man, get him.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right.
Let's go.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Counter play with Jacobs. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What? That would be.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Throwing now is Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
It's cold in here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win down.
Appreciate that one.